You remember I showed you guys the daffodils? Now listen, we've had snow on the ground. Look at these rocks. They're now 3 inches. Look at that. Even though the weather has just gotten cold. Look at that. Wait a minute. They're even blooming up here too. Okay. Simple ABC 1, 2, 3 type stuff. If these guys are moving forward, advancing, guess what the fish are doing? They're doing the exact same thing. And also where you guys are located, you may not be able to tell unless you dial in. You can tell spring is on the way. Spring, some of you guys are a little bit later than others. Okay, but spring is on the way. Let me get in the backyard. Let me show you my fishing machine. We're getting ready to start turning it over. Thanks so much. Listen, get you a cup of coffee. Whatever you drink, Coke, Pepsi, whatever you drink, man, orange drink or soda, water, tea, and just sit back and just relax. This is going to be a montage of a little bit of everything, and everything you see me catching was caught during the spring. It's your boy Cam. Yank! By telling each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. For 11 years, you guys have been supporting me, and that means a ton to me. All right, so we are starting off brand new 2025. Let me show you my watch. It is Friday the 31st, 1 o'clock EST time. Cam's Crappie Hole, YouTube fishing. Look, I got a lot of stuff on the ground for those little puppies over there. Look at them. They're all the way over there in the woods. All right, we're getting ready for spring. We're getting ready for crappie madness. All right, and look, here are the boats. I'm getting ready to start flipping. Matter of fact, I'm going to be flipping these over, 3 of them tomorrow. Okay, I'm getting ready to get on the water tomorrow, so you won't have to wonder, well, Cam, what are you doing? What are you using? This video here is going to be a montage. Every single fish that you see me catching in this video, this is spring. Last year, year before. Okay? This is what I'm going to be doing again this year. Okay? Crappie are habitual. They don't do anything different. Okay? So all I'm going to do, Cam, we see you, we see your plastic, but we'll never see you use them. Okay, Cam, we see you catching fish, but what are you using? So vice versa. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. Also, I got to keep an eye out for the puppies too. Okay? Make sure I keep an eye on them. All right, for the beginners, 101. I got to kind of get to this because we got rain coming in. You can see the wind starting to pick up a little bit. I want to tell you guys this, okay? It's very important for you guys that fish from the bank and say, God, man, I gotta get way out there. No, that's not the case. That is not the case. That is not the case, guys. The crappie are going to be in the shallows, okay? They're going to be in the shallows. You can see how shallow this water is, right? You see all those sticks right there? You see those sticks in the water? You see that? They're going to be hiding out. Look at that. Look at that stump right there. Can you guys see that stump? That's where they're going to be hiding out in the shallow. So if you're fishing from the bank, you don't want to be out there. Okay? This is what you do. You walk up to that bank. I got to keep an eye on the puppies at the same time. You walk up to that bank and you throw sideways. Left, you fan cast. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Anywhere you see overhanging trees, that's what you're going to do. So if I walk up to this bank and I see sticks sticking out of the water, that's what I'm fishing for. Okay? So that's from the bank. Now think about this now. I want you guys to think about this. If I'm on the boat, I'm going to be fishing towards the bank. If I'm on the bank, I'm going to be fishing parallel to the bank. Okay? Listen, I was a bank fisherman before I got my boat. I know these things. Okay, I know these things. Come here, Patch. Man, the big fish out there. No, they're not. Okay, no, they're not. We're getting ready to hit spring pre-spawn, and I'm going to show you through my video what I'm using, exactly what's going to be loaded on my boat. And listen, I am a manufacturer and I am a supplier. So you guys, it's easy for you to order my items. We are a one-stop shop. All you got to do is just take it, put it in your cart, click it, check out, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, you see how you see those sticks and stumps out there in the water lined up? And I'm fishing from the bank, okay? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So I pull up to the bank and I'm fan casting. Boom, 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 boom. And if I'm on the boat, this is what I want to tell you guys from the boat. Look at the little rascals there. This is very important for me to tell you guys this. I'm going out tomorrow at 2 o'clock, EST time, 2 o'clock, okay? I'm going out there tomorrow to collect intel. That's what I'm going out for tomorrow, to check the water temperature. See how fish are, if I'm seeing little small fish around the shallows. I realize that I'm early. I get that. I'm not concerned with that. Listen, see what I'm talking about? You see that? They're already starting to act ugly. That means they're getting ready to start mating. Okay, they're getting active. Think about it. Let me give you guys a metaphor. You know how in the wintertime, you don't really do too much. You eat soup, you stay in the house, watch a football game, and you just kind of relax, okay? Put on a coat, go run an errand, you come back home, right? But let me tell you what happens during the spring and the summertime. You let those windows down in the car, you start playing music, you're hopping, going to see your buddy, you're going downtown, you got a house party you're going to. Did I just date myself when I said house party? I probably did. I don't think they have those anymore. But you're out and about. Guys, we're not different than animals, other animals. We're the same. Our habits are the same. When the weather starts getting warm, you put on short pants, man. You got the white beat on, your t-shirt. You go and see, man, listen, I decided I left my other buddy. I want to go see my other buddy. That's what you do when the weather's 70, 80 degrees. Okay, you let the top back, you loosen up. The crappie are the same way. Now, they're going to start moving up soon, and it's all about the water temperature. It's all about the water temperature. Look, can you guys see all those sticks in the water right there? Okay, this right here, I'm in about 12 inches of water. So for a little about 15 yards out, it drops down to about 3 feet. That's where the fish are going to be hiding out at. Guys, we are approaching pre-spawn. We are approaching pre-spawn. Okay, you see all these sticks in the water like this? This is what you're looking for. Now, if this was in about 3.5 feet of water, it would be 5. Okay, so let's recap real quick, because I'm getting ready to show you guys what I will be using. And I'm going to show you through the montage, through the video, of what I have been catching with the same curly tail, same stinger shad, what I always catch with. Okay? The reason why I got to keep such a close eye on these dogs, because we have coyotes. I've been spotting a lot of coyotes, so I have to kind of keep a real close eye on them little rascals. They're my pride and joy. All right. So, if you're from the bank, you want to fan cast, because the crappie are going to be moving up. The males, they're going to get ready with their black tuxedos on, okay? And they're going to be at their easiest point to catch. Listen, you need a rod and reel. Let me say this too. I thought about this. 85% of you guys don't even know there's a difference between a bass reel and an ultralight. All you guys think is whatever's in the big box store you buy. Listen, I'm here to tell you guys there's more to it than that, okay? You want a ultralight. Okay, a lot of you guys using those fast action, as soon as you pull them, they load up too quick. And you're going to rip the hook right out of the crappie's mouth. That's not what you're interested in. Hey, come back over here, guys. Come on. You need a crappie rod and reel that's an ultralight. A good ultralight rod and reel combo, guys. And if you get one, you make sure you have a lifetime warranty with it. Okay, because accidents happen. Okay, accidents happen. So you make sure, like Cam's, all his rod and reels, that they stay with you for life. All you got to do is call Cam up. Cam, listen, my rod broke, yada, yada, yada. Listen, no problem. I got you. Okay? So, kind of got a little bit too far in the weeds. Tomorrow, I'm going to be out here with a couple of my buddies, and we're going to be out here fishing. I'm getting ready to show you guys exactly what I'm going to be using, and there are some tips. Me on land like this now, I'm getting ready to leave land. I'll be on the boat now. You're going to see me filming again from the boat. Casper, come back over here. All right? So, the number one thing I want you guys to remember when you're fishing in the spring, February, end of March, slow that jig down, because the water is still ice cold. It's going from winter to spring, and the water temperature will determine when those crappies start moving up from those secondary points. I want to run this also for my boat guys. Remember this. If you're fishing on the boat and you're going to be fishing for spring crappie, throwing in towards the shallows, remember, don't get too close to the bank, because the females are going to be set up in their secondary points. Okay? So you may be sitting right on top of the crappie. I don't know if you guys remember, sometimes when you're on the boat, you'll get hit right at the boat because you're sitting right on top of them. Remember that. Back out a little bit. That's why you need an ultralight rod and reel that you can throw a 1/32. You can throw a 1/16, 35 yards. That's why it's important. Listen, anything $45 or more, you get free shipping on. Okay, Let me get these rascals back in the house, guys. While I do that, I'm going to show you what we've been fishing with, what we're going to be fishing with, because they're just so active, man. They're my pride and joy. And listen, thank you guys so much for coming by and seeing me. Let's get down to the details. Remember, the devil's always in the details. And listen, all you got to do is take a few clicks, and it's on its way to you guys. Also, I got to tell you about those diesel-built hooks. Do not go fishing without those diesel-built hooks, okay? Okay, listen, just like last time, look, let me show you guys this. You see all those boats back there? You see all those boats? Okay, we still got some more back there, all the way back there at the back. These guys back here for the last 9 years have been using my diesel built hooks because they fish with me. I wasn't able to ship it to them. I can hand them to them before we get ready to go out on the lake. So they've been buying from me for the longest time. But now, guys, the diesel built hook you can pick up right now. You can take advantage while the postmaster says, listen, I'm not going to tell you yeah, I'm not going to tell you no. Listen, my college coach in college when I played ball, he told me, he said, Cam, ain't nothing illegal till you get caught. Okay? So listen, let me let you, so you can see the difference. Look at the diesel built hook. Both of these are 1/16, but look at the hook. That's why you keep losing crappie. Look at that little bit sticking right out of there. You see that? Let me make sure I got it so I can show it to you real good. You see a diesel built hook? Look at that. Both of these are 1/16 jig heads. Both of them. But look at that hook. Now I catch 9-inch crappie and I catch 16-inch crappie with that same hook. But this is what we grew up off of. Let me throw that one out here. That ain't what you need. You need that diesel built hook. Let me show it to you again. Look at this. Here's that grape. Let me show it to you. You see the difference? Can you see the difference? That's that grape, okay? This is that candy apple red. Look at that. You see that little nub right there? That's a number 2. I'm laughing because I grew up off of this. I should have known better. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep losing crappie. Look at that. There's the black. That's the glossy black. Look at that big ugly hook. Look at that. Okay? And let me tell you this. This is the sharpest crappie hook in the world. I saw somebody's video say, I wonder why nobody ain't making a sharp crappie hook. They hadn't seen my diesel built hooks. Okay? They have not seen my diesel built hooks. Look, that's that hot pink. Let me put it in there so you guys can see the difference. You see that? You see that? Now again, look at the diesel built hook after it is laced up. Look at that. Okay? Look. There's that bright orange up against that diesel built hook. Now I'm going to tell you, if somebody asks you to borrow a hook out of your tackle box, this ain't the hook that you want to give them. This ain't the hook you want to give them. You want to give them this hook right here. Look, here's that sky blue. And also one that I don't have in here yet, that John Deere green. Okay, I'm going to put that one in there, that right down there in the hyperlink as well. That's that sky blue. Let me see if I can show it to you. Look at this. That's that cloud white. Okay, can you guys see that, the difference? Let me see if I can put it over here again so you guys can really see the difference. Look at that. You see the difference? That's why you keep losing crappie, because of this. Guys, 2025 is going to be here. Let's do something different this year. Let's not lose a lot of crappie. And also I'm going to get back to plastic. I was supposed to be putting you guys on the pedestal. Listen, my plastics come in a 100 pack and also in a 35 pack. Okay, you're a grown man with a mortgage and a car note. Don't be out there getting 9 pieces of plastic, 10 pieces of plastic. Go ahead and get you some so you have to come back and see Cam no more. Go ahead and pick up your 100 pack or you pick up your 35 pack. In the 100 pack, you get 40% more when you buy a 100 pack versus a 35 pack. Plus these come with free shipping, the 100 pack. Okay? All you got to do is go right down there to camscrappyhole.com. Let me put you on the pedestal so I can look in your eye, and I'm going to show you how I lace up a couple of these plastics, and then we'll be out of here. Firetail Blaze. Okay, notice that every one that you see has that hologram flake in there. I'm going to show you what this hologram flake looks like when it illuminates in the water. I'm going to show that to you in a little bit. Listen, Stinger Shad I'm covering right now. You see the hologram flake. You see that tail. If black and chartreuse ain't working, take off black and chartreuse and put on black and chartreuse. All the time. This is a hot seller. These are items that you need to have in your tackle box. What is that old saying? It's always better to have and not need than to need and not have. I don't push Goldfinger as much as I used to in the fall because we're just about sold out. If you go to the website and you click it and it allows you to put it in your cart, you need to go ahead and pick this up. 100 pack or 35 pack. I got you covered. Okay. Two and three top sellers all the time, red, black, and chartreuse. Whether you're dropping down on them or whether you're casting and retrieving, or you'll see me use these in my summertime pattern as well. This is always one of Cam's top items, that red, black, and chartreuse with that chartreuse tail. Monkey milk. Let me slow down a little bit on the monkey milk. I want to show you guys this. This is an exclusive of Cam's. What we did, guys, we took the monkey milk and we added a chartreuse tail. You have to remember, if crappie can't see it, they can't bite it. Crappie are known for chartreuse. Okay, so we give all of our plastics a healthy dose of mineral oil. That helps to keep the vibrant color. That helps the monkey milk stay monkey milk, and it helps the chartreuse stay chartreuse. Okay, that's 30,000 pieces. 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 And I'm still not finished. Okay, so those are Stinger Shad. Now remember, all I did was just picked up a few of them. Okay, I think I got 13 pages of just plastics. Okay, 13 pages. So all I did was just came out here and picked up a few. The reason why, because I'm getting ready to get started this coming weekend. I'm on the water testing these. So I grab a big handful, put them on the line, and see if that tail is doing what it's supposed to do. Also, I do the same thing with the curly tail. Okay, you remember you saw the black and chartreuse. Look at this. This is black and chartreuse with that hologram flake in there. Okay, that's the curly tail. I will be running this, guys. I'll be running this in about 7 days. I'm on the water. Okay, look, monkey milk and chartreuse in the curly tail. You saw it in the Stinger Shad. Now here it is in the curly tail. Okay, we're the only one that carries that. So if you need it, right down there below, again, the hyperlink. You'll see the title. Just click it, put it in your cart, check out. It's just that simple. You don't have to deal with all that other stuff. Okay, it's very, very simple to do. All right, so let's move on from this. You guys see that, right? My hottest sellers that I just released, guys, we're going to discuss the Fireball Red and in the curly tail with the hologram flake in there. And we're going to discuss the Fireball Red with the Stinger Shad. Okay, you guys have some decisions to make. You have to have these in your tackle box. Okay, well listen, Cam, you got a lot of stuff. So whether you want the Fireball Red or whether you want the Fireball Blue, look, Fireball Red, curly tail, Fireball Blue. It's up to you. All right, you decide. Now, let me show you what we just did as of 2 days ago. Well, Cam, we haven't seen you in a long time, man. What you been up to? Because that diesel built hook was so popular, guys, I took the last 4, 5, 6 days plus some personal time and I painted some new diesel built hooks. Okay, it takes time to do those hooks. So when you order right now your diesel built hooks, they will leave out of here in 72 hours because I made them over the last 4 days, so they're ready to ship. Okay, until the postmaster says anything different, guys. This is that diesel built hook. This is that nasty bin hook. Okay, you decide which one you want. What will Cam be running? The diesel built hook. Okay, you decide whether you want the 1/16, 1/32, or 1/8. Okay, and they're on their way out the door to you. Again, the hyperlink is right below. Now, let's move past the hardware. Again, 100 pack, or 35 pack. You decide which one you want. So, what's new? I added this. You guys have been ordering the 100 pack Fireball Blue and the Fireball Red. Remember, the Fireball Blue is not available yet. I'm going to release that probably at the end of March, the Fireball Blue. Right now we have the red available in the 100 pack or the 35 pack, or you can get it split. You get the 100 pack, you get the blue 50, you get 50 of the blue, you get 50 of the red. You get both. Okay? You get both of those. And let me tell you what we just added. Right down below in the description, 100 pack. If you want the black and chartreuse and the monkey milk, we split half and half. You get that as well. Or you want the red, black, and chartreuse and the monkey milk. 100 pack. We split them in half for you. This is how it's going to come, just like this. Okay? This is just how it's going to come. Well, Cam, I like Stinger Shad, but I prefer the curly tail. Well, no problem. I got you. Look, monkey milk and chartreuse, black and chartreuse. That's 100 pack. Plus, it comes with free shipping. Each one of these that you see is free shipping. You're a curly tail man, right? 100 pack. This is brand new. Now, I want to tell you guys this. I'm only going to have this for a little while because once I get it back on the water, I'm not dealing with this. You guys have been stuck with me for a while now, right? Guys, once I get back on the water, I'm hard to reach. Okay, look. Fireball Red, Fireball Blue, 100 pack. Okay, everything is right below in the description, plus free shipping on all these 100 packs. Free shipping, and they're ready to go right now today. Okay, let's make sure we recap. We cover everything. All I'm doing right now, guys, all I'm covering is my plastics. Again, 100 pack. Fireball red, Fireball blue, split 50-50. Stinger Shad, Fireball blue, Fireball red, 50-50. Plus free shipping. Well, Cam, I like those. I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. I got those. But I also want that gold finger. Gold finger. Okay? I want that, look, Firetail Blaze. Okay? You can see that hologram flake in there. All of my plastics have hologram flake in there. Okay? A lot of these colors are brand new. They're only exclusive of Cam's Crappie Hole. So anything that you see that you like, guys, pick them up. You got to get your diesel built hooks, because I know you guys, I sit back and watch you guys all the time. A lot of you guys are losing fish right at the boat, or right at when you reach down to grab him, he gets off. Look, don't deal with that anymore. You guys are grown men. You graduated from that, okay? Get that diesel built hook. Okay. Now, I'm on the back end of the video. Okay, I realize I've given you guys a drink of water with a fire hose. Check this out. Let's take a look